Thank you. So, welcome to all the devotees to our weekly Bhakti Vaibhav class. Last week, we were discussing from chapter 7 how Indra, who recently drank nectar after Samudra Manthan episode, who became powerful, who conquered the Asuras very easily. Asuras went to an extent of getting extinguished from the universe. So Indra is kind of full of pride because of his position, fame, name, wealth, etc. So at one point of time, there was a cultural program was happening in Indrastaba. Everyone was seated. Things were going on happily. Suddenly, Bruhaspati came. Many other Upadevatas got up, but Indra did not get up because Shastra says so. When a person sitting on the high throne, the main asan, whoever comes should not get up. But unfortunately, the one who came is his own guru. So Bruhaspati understood. So Indra is he has become proud because of his opulences. He should learn a hard lesson in a hard way. So Bruhaspati left that assembly and he went to his home. And then he understood that Indra will come and beg forgiveness. Then I have to forgive him. No, I don't want to forgive him immediately. I want him to teach lesson. So Bruhaspati disappeared from his own home also. So in the meantime, Indra realized the mistake that he has done because Bruhaspati left without sitting in the assembly, the seat on the seat which was kept for him. So immediately he kind of criticized him. He criticized the Shastra also, which gave such kind of instructions. So then he went to Bruhaspati's home. He did not find him. Then, understanding what all happened, that Indra is without his guru. The guru of the Asura, Shukracharya, informed Asuras, please go and attack Indra. So they came and attacked Indra. Indra was defeated very easily, even though he drank nectar, because his guru was displeased with him. So immediately all the devatas headed by Indra went to Brahma. Brahma chastised him for some time. What is this? The Asuras, by serving their guru, they become so powerful that they can even dethrone me from my position. So what to speak of dethroning you? So indirectly told that never ever do such kind of mistakes. But for now, to regain your position, you take shelter of Visvarupa, Twashta's son. But there is a problem. Twashta's father is one of your elder brother, but his mother is from Asura's lineage. So Twashta has some special corner, special affection for Asuras also. If you can tolerate that, he can help you regain your kingdom. So Indra said, yes, okay, no problem, why not? So now Indra and all the devatas came to Vishwarupa and they were requesting Vishwarupa. So, my dear son, though you are younger to us in age, but you are elder to us in education. So, you are like our guru. So, we have been defeated and we are bereft of our kingdom and position and places. So, please help us to regain our kingdom, position, and places, everything. So, please become our priest and help us in regaining our lost kingdom and opulences. Then Vishwarupa is going to respond. Now the remaining verse of the chapter is all about Vishwarupa's response. Sri Rushiruvacha.
Sri Visvarupa's
Sri Rishi
Abhyarti,
Ruvacha
Abhyartita Suraganai
Abhyadita Suraganai
Paurahitte Mahatapa
Paurahite Mahatapaha
Savishwarupastan Aha
Savishwarupasthanaha
Prasanna Lakshanaya Gira.
Prasanna Slakshana Gira. Translation Sukadev Goswami continued. When all the demigods requested the great Vishwarupa to be their priest, Vishwarupa, who was advanced in austerities, was very pleased. He replied to them as follows.
Yeah. Sukadeva Goswami is saying that having heard the words of the Devatas, when all the Devatas requested the great Visvarupa to be their priest, Visvarupa, who was advanced in austerities and was pleased with them, spoke to them in the sweet words. So now Visvarupa is responding. Sri Visvarupa Uvacha
Shri Vishwarupa Uvacha
Vigarhitam Dharmashilair
Vigarhitam Dharmashilai
Brahmavarcha Upavyayam
Brahmavarcha Upavyayam
Katam no Madvidu Nata
Katham no Madvidho Natha
Lokeshair Abhiyachitam
Loke Shairabhiyachitam
Pratyakyasya Tachishya
Pratyakhyasati Tachisha
Saeva Swartha Uchyate.
Saiva Swartha Uchyate. Shri Vishwarupa said, O demigods, although the acceptance of priesthood is decried as causing the loss of previously acquired Brahmanical power, how can someone like me refuse to accept your personal request? You are all exalted commanders of the entire universe. I am your disciple and must take many lessons from you. Therefore, I cannot refuse you. I must agree for my own benefit.
Yeah, Vishwarupa is saying that, O masters, those cultivating dharma will say that I will lose my powers as a Brahmana by being a priest. But how can a person like me, your disciple, your son, refuse the request made by the rulers of the lokas? It is my interest as a disciple and as a son. So, if you remember, in the initial days, all of us must have heard this shloka from Mahabharata. Janmana jayate shudra samskaret bhaved dvija Vedapata abhyaset vipra brahma janati iti brahmana. These are the four progressive stages in the life of a brahmana. So by birth, one should be considered as a shudra, but the samskaras are performed starting from Janma, Garbhadana samskara and all other samskaras are performed, Upanayana, etc. Then one is called a dvija, twice born, who is qualified to go to Gurukula and study under a guru. So those who have completed all the Vedic study, especially from Brahmanical uh, biological lineage, and they have two options. One option, they can become a priest. Vedapata abhyatayet vipra. Vipra means priest. So by becoming the priest, they can do some pujas and take some remuneration, take some dakshina. So they can actually conduct all the Vedic rituals and they will get some dakshina. So they are called vipra. But one step ahead of that is, as a result of studying all the Vedas, one who understands the supreme absolute truth, Brahma Janati iti Brahmana. A person who has understood the absolute truth, the supreme absolute truth, is called Brahmana. And that person generally does not engage in priestly activities because they already know what is Brahman, what is the path to attain Brahman, and they generally take the position of a guru. And a guru selflessly instructs one and all how to attain that supreme absolute truth by following the sadhana recommended in the Vedic literatures. So he is on the platform of Brahman. Vishwarupa is in one sense almost Brahman realized on the platform of Brahman. And the Devata are asking him to become their priest. And he's telling that the people who know Dharma, they say that a person who is already on the platform of Brahman, if he performs priestly activities, he will lose his Brahmanical qualities. He will remain as a priest only. So basically, a person who is endowed with spiritual knowledge, If he is distributing that spiritual knowledge for money, that person is no more a Brahmana, he will become a priest. He is doing something what he has learned for an exchange of some reward. Then he becomes Vipra. He cannot be Brahmana anymore. Brahmana serves or distributes knowledge selflessly without expecting anything in return. That is the quality of a Brahmana. The sages who cultivate dharma criticize being a priest because one loses a great amount of Brahma tejas. But I must do this. So that is the principle which is being followed traditionally. But I must do it even though I am on the platform Brahma. Since all of you are like my parents, who are like my gurus, since all of you are requesting me to do something for you, I cannot deny that. As a son, as a disciple, I cannot deny what you say. So he is expressing his gratitude to the elders. Oh masters, I have been requested by you, the rulers of the lokas. I am your disciple. A disciple cannot refuse. It is the interest of the disciple to accept what the master says. Even though it is not recommended, but since all of you are requesting me, I cannot deny it. Like that, Visvarupa is saying. The reason is one cannot accomplish dharma by accepting wealth from being a priest. How can one practice if one has no money? Somebody may question the devatas. Oh, my dear son, if you are saying that you cannot practice dharma by if you take the remuneration, then how can you live and practice your sadhana if you don't have any money? Then what Shastra says that mm, our Vishwarupa is saying now. अकिञ्चनानां हिदनं शिलोञ्चनम्
Jananam hidanam silocanam
तेनेह निर्वर्तितसाधु सत्क्रिया
tene nivartita sadhu sakriya
कथं विगर्ह्यं नु करोमि यदीश्वरा
katam vigaryam nukaromi adishwaraha
पुरोदसंहृष्यति येन दुर्मति
Paurodasham hrishyati yena durmati. O exalted governor of various planets, the true Brahmana who has no material possession maintains himself by the possession of accepting Silonchana. In other words, he picks up grains left in the field and on the ground in the wholesale marketplace. By this means, householder Brahmanas who actually abide by the principle of austerity and penance maintain themselves and their families, and perform all necessary pious activities. A Brahmana who desires to achieve happiness by gaining wealth through professional priesthood must certainly have a very low mind. How shall I accept such priesthood? Hare Krishna.
So a Brahmana who understood Brahman, who decided or dedicated his life to attain the Supreme Brahman, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, such a person should not work for remuneration. Then how will he sustain his life? He is telling the process. Those who are detached are dedicated to attain the Supreme Absolute Truth, maintain themselves honestly. By honest means, by collecting grains left in the harvested field or left on the floor of the grain market. Sila, Puncha. These are the two types of occupation will be occupied by the Brahmana. O rulers, how can I take up the condemned profession of a priest which gives joy only to the foolish? The wealth of the detached Brahmana is collecting grains from the harvested field or grains left in the market. If you remember, In the third canto, in chapter 12, there was a discussion about 4 types of brahmacharis, 4 types of grahasthas, 4 types of vanaprasthas, and 4 types of sannyasis. In that case, in that particular place, among the 4 types of grahasthas, this was also talked about. They have this condition of silonchana. I have the book with me. I'll just see if I get the verse. Who are the 4 types of grahasthas? The 4 types of brahmacharya were Savitra, Prajapatya, Brahmana, and Bruhat. And 4 types of the grahasthas are Varta, Sanchaya, Shalina, and Siloncha. So these are the 4. I'll read for you what it means. First one is Varta. Varta refers to occupations not forbidden, such as agriculture. So some brahmanas can do agriculture and then maintain themselves. Sanchaya means performing sacrifices. So these brahmanas perform sacrifice and take dakshina. With their dakshina, they maintain themselves. So these are priestly class people. The priestly class people, they perform rituals and they get dakshina, they maintain themselves. And the third better category is Shalina, means taking alms without begging. They don't go to door asking for donations, asking for alms. Instead, when a king, like on some special occasions, like there is a birth of the son or marriage of his daughter, under special occasions, they give abundant charity to the brahmanas. When the charity is given, they go and collect. They don't beg. Begging is not their profession. And Siloncha means taking the fallen grains in the field. Sila and Uncha are combined Dvanda. So, this is the best kind of lifestyle for a household Brahmana. So they not even take donations from the king. Instead, they take the leftover grains from the field for their survival. This is how they would maintain. So he says that it is better to be Siloncha than to become a Sanchaya, a priest. Like that. The wealth of the detached Brahmana is collecting grains from the harvested fields or grains left in the. Shila refers to corn left by the owner of a field. Puncha means taking grains which have fallen down in the marketplace. Basically, Shila means the grains left in the field, the agricultural field, and Uncha means the grains left in the marketplace. So in either of these 2 places, they can collect the leftover grains and with that they can survive. A foolish person becomes joyful by being a priest, but not an intelligent Brahmana. Or a sinful person becomes joyful because it is suitable to his mentality. So like that. So he says that Shastra denies one to become a priest. But in spite of that, I will accept a priestlyhood because all of you are my teachers as well as my parents. Like you are all like my father. So in that way. So that's why he says in the next verse, Tatapi, even though, because since you are asking me, I will do it. Tatapi na pratibruyam.
Tatapi na pratibhuyam.
Gurubi prartitam kiyat.
Gurubhi prarthitam kiyat.
Bhavatam prartitam sarvam.
Bhavatam prarthitam sarvam.
Prane rarte cha sadaye.
Prane rartescha sadhye. All of you are my superiors, therefore, although accepting priesthood is sometimes reproachable, I cannot refuse even a small request from you. I agreed to be your priest. I shall fulfill your request by dedicating my life and possessions.
Yeah. However, I shall not refuse, even though Shastra says so, a good Brahmana who is on the Brahman platform should not become priest, instead maintain oneself by Sila and Uncha, Purti. Collecting the leftover food grains from the field or from the marketplace, they should maintain themselves. But still, I will follow your order because all of you are my elders. I shall accomplish all that you desire by my very life and my all my possessions. Whatever Vedic knowledge I have, whatever I possess, and also as long as my life continues, I will follow your instructions. I will not refuse such a small request, but even a large request I shall grant. I cannot say no to you, even though it may be small or big. I shall follow your instruction because all of you are my gurus and parents. So like that. So in this way, our Vishwarupa indicated that though it is not recommended for a person who is already on the Brahman platform, but still, since all of you are my elders and gurus and my parents, I'll follow what you say. I will try to help you in all respects with my life and all possessions. So like that. श्रीबादरायणेर्उवाच
श्रीबादरायणेरुवाच
तेभ्य एवं प्रतिश्रुत्य
तेभ्य एवं प्रतिश्रुत्य
विश्वरूपो महातपा
विश्वरूपो महातपा
पौरहित्यं व्रतश्चक्रे
पौरहित्यं वृतश्चक्रे
परमेना समाधिना.
परमेण समाधिना. Sri Shukadev Goswami continued, O king, after making this promise to the demigods, the exalted Vishwarupa, surrounded by the demigods, performed the necessary priestly activities with great enthusiasm and attention.
Yeah. After thus hearing them, the austere Vishwarupa, accepting the request, performed the priestly activities with great attention. Because he said, since all of you are my elders, you are like my parents and gurus, how can I reject your request? Then he acted accordingly for their well being. So, what did you do? How did he help the Devatas to regain their kingdom? Suradvisham Sriyam Guptam
Suradvisha Sriyanguptam
Aushanasyapi Vidyaya
Aushanasyapi Vidvaya
Achidyadan Mahindraya
Achityadan Mahindraya
Vaishnavya Vidyaya Vibhuhu.
The teams
Vaishnavya Vidyaya Vibhu. The opulence of the demons, who are generally known as the enemies of the demigods, was protected by the talents and tactics of Shukracharya. But Vishwarupa, who was most powerful, composed a protective prayer known as the Narayana Kavaca. By this intelligent mantra, he took away the opulence of the demons and gave it to Mahendra, the king of heaven.
By his knowledge of the Narayana Kavacha, Vaishnavya Vidyaya, Vaishnava Vidya, our Vishwarupa had this special ability of preparing an Narayana Kavacha. So with that Vidya, Vishwarupa collected the wealth of the demons which had been protected by the knowledge of Shukracharya and gave it to Indra. So by awarding Narayana Kavacha to Indra, he made Indra powerful and strong, and with that power and strength, Indra could easily defeat the Asuras and regain his original position and all the opulences. Yeya Gupta Sahasraksho
Yaya Guptaha Sahasraksho
Jigge Suracha Murvibhu
Jigye Suracha Murvibhu
Tam Praha Samhendraya
Tam Praha Samahendraya
Vishwarupa Udharadi.
Vishvarupa Udarati. Vishvarupa, who was most liberal, spoke to King Indra, Sahasraksha, the secret hymn that protected Indra and conquered the military power of the devil.
Generous Vishwarupa taught Indra that Narayana Kavach, by which Indra was completely protected by that Narayana Kavach. As a result of that, he could conquer the demons very easily and regain his opulences. Tam refers to the knowledge related to Lord Vishnu, the Narayana Kavacha. So Vishwarupa knew about Narayana Kavacha and he offered it to Indra. And with being equipped with that Narayana Kavacha, Indra defeated the Asuras very easily. So like that. So this is how Vishwarupa helped the Devatas to regain their lost position and all. So now in one or two slokas it is mentioned that Vishwarupa helped the Devatas by giving Indra Narayana Kavacha. So any person would like to know what is Narayana Kavacha? How Vishwarupa equipped Indra with this Narayana Kavacha and how did Indra defeat the Asuras and regain his position? Anyone wants to know them in detail? Same way, Parikshit Maharaj also asked the same question to Sukadeva Goswami. And Sukadeva Goswami answered that question in the 8th chapter. 8th chapter describes how Vishwarupa teaches the Narayana Kavacha to Indra and how Indra defeats the demons. That will be the discussion in chapter 8. Any questions till now based on these few verses?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Aman.
Prabhuji, like Vishwarupa, means in previous chapter we learned that what are the duties of the guru, and even that is the question in the examples, and what is the duties of the disciple. So there it is said that guru should teach the disciple to way of going out of the materialistic life. But here we are seeing that the devatas are approaching the guru itself with the strong material desire to regain their kingdom. So then, and the guru is also accepting that request. So how we understand?
See, this is the problem. Our understanding itself is a big problematic. The devatas being situated in their respective position is not a materialistic situation. I'll see it like a temple. The devatas are the universal managers. Even for a temple also, we have two section of authorities. One section of authorities who are well known for their giving classes, for their lectures, and for their counseling. They are well glorified. They are adored by everyone whoever comes to temple. They are well respected. And if they speak, thousands of people will come and hear them and take guidance from them. These are one category of people we see in the temple. They are called as acharyas or shiksha gurus, something like that. And another category of elders in the temple are the temple managers. And they may not be well known, they may not be well respected, they may not be so familiar with the people, they may not be known as the speakers or counselors, but they are doing their duty because they are doing tirelessly, they are working day and night very hard. The temple is being maintained. So all of us are able to go on Sunday and attend the temple programs whole day and are able to get nice prasadam, hot prasadam, and everything is happening. But we only look at the speaker and glorify him. Yeah, acha bola, acha kiya, acha, hey, acha, wo acha karke. But we don't glorify so much the managers. And Devatas are like the managers. They are maintaining the entire universe so that all of us can do our sadhana properly. If the Devatas are not there, if Devatas don't do their activities, just like the temple management does not take care of the temple nicely, the Sunday program we can't even attend. It's the same person, the speaker, if he is speaking on the roadside, not in the temple hall, how many people will sit? And if there is no prasadam after the class, and if there is no DT darshan before the class, how many will hear the class? Devatas are no way in they are in a materialistic condition. They are actually doing a thankless task so that all of us can practice our sadhana and go back home back to God. When their seva is hampered, they are trying different ways and means to restart their seva, to regain their seva. That is their seva. It is no way a materialistic activity. Yes, Mataji, you got it?
Yes, kind of Prabhuji. Yes. Because
No, not kind of. Kindly remove that thought that these devatas are the materialistic devotees, are always materialistic, always looking for material opulence position. Not like that. Unless until you are in a position, you can't do that seva. सेवा करने के लिए वो पोजीशन चाहिए.
Okay, so all the time, whenever we have seen that Indra trying to maintain his position, and when he loses it to regain his position, that is to be considered as his attempt to be situated again in his service due to whatever reason.
Obviously, Lord Vishnu ordained him that you have to serve in this position for 1 manvantara. You cannot say that, okay, somebody came and dethroned me, okay, let him do. Not like that. That service has been given to this person for 1 manvantara. So it is his responsibility to make sure to do that service for such long. If somebody gives you some responsibility, okay, you are in charge of this seva for 1 whole year. If somebody comes tomorrow and says that you are not qualified to do this seva, you get away, I will take care, I will do it. Then what do you say?
Yeah.
The authority or my Guru Maharaj has given me this seva for 1 year, I cannot go away from it. I have to do it. If you have some problem, I will complain the head. You also approach the head. If head says I'll give up, till then I'll continue.
Because in fourth canto also we discussed not during Prithu Maharaj's episode and Indra disturbing his yagya again and again, and then
we also discussed why Indra did that. Also we discussed because Indra has to start Dwapara Yuga. That was the end of Treta Yuga. We have to start Dwapara Yuga.
Yeah.
He did it intentionally.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you.
If you only see from one side, it appears to be very materialistic, a mundane activity. But see the intention. Then you don't find any fault. Other devotees, anyone have any question?
Because Prabhuji, some of the activities are means it is really bewildering. Like here means in the beginning also Brahmaji told them not to go to Visvarupa and accept him as a guru. And Brahmaji was knowing, and he also warned also that he has this lineage of Asura lineage also because his mother is from that lineage. So if you can take care of that, you please go and accept him as a guru. So that is also quite bewildering and difficult to understand because it means Brahma was knowing that there is a potential problem in that, and he also was knowing how the Indra's nature is because further we then see now then what happens ultimately, like Indra मतलब इतना हेल्प जिनको किया, जो जैसे सिचुएशन में he helped him by Narayan Kavaca and all, but finally he beheaded his guru also. So then it becomes very difficult and bewildering for us, like limited in with limited intelligence, to understand such.
No, but why he beheaded? He beheaded. You know the reason? There should be some reason, na? Is it because of selfish motive or is it because the universal management requirement?
वही वो असुराज के लिए भी दिया था, इसके लिए, that is why he did.
No, not you. For you, it may appear apparently. What is happening if he offers something to them? What's the problem? No, there's a big. Indra is not only a person. Indra is sitting on a throne. He has bigger responsibility. If you only see as a personal thing that okay, Indra is so much attached to the throne and he want to not like that. Indra is attached to Seva, not the throne.
Okay.
We will discuss when that episode comes. We'll discuss.
Okay, fine.
If
Thank
Visvarupa is going on offering oblations to Asuras, Asuras becomes as powerful as Devatas. Then what is the point? Again, the Devatas Asuras can fight and Asuras can defeat Devatas. Again, Devatas will have same situation.
Okay.
जिस गुरु उनको पोजीशन दिया था उसी गुरु पोजीशन को हटा रहे, then what is the use?
Okay, understood. Thank you.
So like that.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Bhaji.
Prabhuji, sorry to interrupt. How does by offering oblation somebody gets stronger and somebody gets weaker? What is the science behind it?
Whenever an yajna is performed, you see the mantras are chanted saying that idam indraya swaha idam nama, idam varunaya swaha idam nama. So whatever oblation we offer in the yajna, from the basic level, it is like food for them. Like in your home, you have small kids. So if you feed them some prasad, morning, afternoon, evening, they will be maintained, they will be nourished, they will remain healthy, and they will be strong. If you don't feed them, what will happen to them? They become weak, they become unhealthy, and very soon they will die. Same thing. If you feed them, they are nourished, they become strong and stout. If you don't feed them, they are malnourished, they will become diseased and they will die one day. It is like that. Offering
This
oblations to
yajna is
someone means
done.
feeding them.
This is done by the priest for the demigods for the demigods. No, this is not done by some mortal persons.
This is done by Visvarupa.
But the priests for the demigods, no, were already there.
See, अभी तक हमने उधर जाया नहीं, अभी बाद में देखते हैं क्या होगा. At the end of this chapter, it will come. So since Mataji asked, you asked, but this is the science behind it. Offering something in yajna means you are feeding them, by which they are nourished. If you don't feed them, they are malnourished and they will get disease and they'll die very soon, in no time. Sri Rajovacha. Hare Krishna, someone repeat. Yaya Gupta Sahasraksha.
Yaya Gupta Sahasraksha.
Swahan Ripu Sainikan.
Savahan Ripu Sainikan.
Kridan Iva Vinirjitya.
Kridan Iva Vinirjitya.
Trilokya Bhuvuje Sriyam.
Trilokya Bhuvuje Sriyam.
Bhagavanstam Mahakyahi.
Bhagavanstan Mamakyahi.
Varma Narayanatmakam.
Varna Narayanatmakam.
Yata Tatayana Shatrun.
Yatha Tathayina Shatrun.
Yena Gupto Jayan Mrude.
Yena Gupto Ajanmrute. King Parikshit inquired from Sukhdev Goswami, My lord, kindly explain the Vishnu Mantra armor that protected King Indra and enabled him to conquer his enemies, along with their carriers, and enjoy the opulence of 3 worlds. Please explain to me that Narayana armor by which King Indra achieved success in battle, conquering the enemies who were endeavoring to kill him.
Yeah. Parikshit Maharaj is asking, Oh Master, please explain the Narayana Kavacha by which Indra, being protected, easily conquered the demons with their carriers and enjoyed the wealth of the 3 worlds. Describe how he conquered the aggressors with that weapon. So Sukadeva Goswami is responding. Sri Badarayan Uvacha
श्रीबादरायणे उवाच
Urta Purohitastvastra
वृतः पुरोहितस्त्वष्टो
Mahendrayanupruchate
महेन्द्रायानुपृच्छते
Narayanakyam Varmaha
नारायणाख्यं वर्माः
Tad Ihaika Manashrunu.
तद् इहैकामना शृणु. Sri Shukadeva Goswami said, King Indra, the leader of the demigods, inquired about the armor known as Narayan Kavacha from Visvarupa, who was engaged by the demigods as their priest. Please hear Vishwarupa's reply with great attention.
Yeah. Sukadeva Goswami is saying that Visvarupa employed a priest of the Ishwarupa, who was employed as a priest of the Devatas, and being requested by Indra, taught him the Narayana Kavach. Hear about this with attention. Basically, Narayana Kavach is a subtle armor. If you have seen Mahabharata, Ramayana serials, when the warriors go for the war, they wear Kavach. Karna is very famous for that Kavach. He had a special Kavach. So, like that, here Indra is going to have a subtle Kavach, which does not allow the enemy's arrows enter into his body. So if he is not hurt, he can very easily fight with the enemies and conquer them. Only those people who are hurt, they can't fight anymore. So like that. Sri Vishwarupa Uvacha
श्रीविश्वरूप उवाच
Dhautangripaner Achamya
धौताङ्घ्रिपाणिराचम्य
Sapavitra Udanmukha
सपवित्र उदन्मुखा
Kurta Swanga Karanyaso
कृतस्वाङ्गकरन्यासो
Mantrabhyam Vagyata Suchihi.
मन्त्राभ्यां वाग्यता शुचि
Narayana Param Varma
नारायण परं वर्म
Tanaihe Tvaya Agate
तनयेद्भय आगते
Padayor Janunor Urvor
पादयोर्जानुनोर्ऊर्वोर्
Udare Rudi Atorasi
उदरे रुदि अथोरसि
Muke Shirasi Anupurvyat
मुखे शिरसि अनुपूर्व्यात्
Omkaradini Vinyaset
ओङ्कारादीनि विन्यसेत्
Om Namo Narayaneti
ॐ नमो नारायणेति
Viparyayam Atapiva.
विपर्ययम् अथापि वा. Vishwarupa said, if some form of fear arrives, one should first wash his hands and legs clean and then perform achman by chanting this mantra. Om apavitro pavitro va sarvavastham gato pitva yasmaret pundarikaksham sabhaya bhayantaram shuchihi. Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu. Then one should touch kushagrass and sit gravely and silently, facing north. When completely purified, one should touch the mantra composed of 8 syllables to the 8 parts of his body and touch the mantra composed of 12 syllables to his hands. Thus, in the following manner, he should bind himself with the Narayana coat of armor. First, while chanting the mantra composed of 8 syllables, Om Namo Narayanaya, beginning with the pranava, the syllable Om, one should touch his hands to 8 parts of his body, starting with the 2 feet and progressing systematically to the knees, thighs, abdomen, heart, chest, mouth, and head. Then one should chant the mantra in reverse, beginning from the last syllables, Ya, while touching the parts of his body in the reverse order. These two processes are known as Utpatti Nyasa and Samhara Nyasa, respectively.
So it's basically this verse talks about before employing Narayana Kavaca upon oneself, one should perform Achman, followed by Karanyasa, Anganyasa, and then chant mantras to equip oneself with Narayana Kavaca. This verse talks about the preparatory items, performing Achman, etc. etc. First of all, one should wash one's hands and feet, then sit at one place, perform Achman, as Prabhupada states by chanting that mantra Om Avavitra Pavitro Vataro Sangato Piva Yasmaret Pundarikaksham Sabhaya Bantara Yusuchi. And then wearing a kusha ring and face towards north. Keep your face towards north. Then perform Anganyasa and Karanyasa using 2 mantras, being purified and silent. So this verse talks about Anganyasa. The next verse talks about Karanyasa. This verse means these 3 verses talks about Anganyasa. Next 2 verses talks about Karanyasa. Then one should then put on the armor of Narayana in times of fear. So now, how to execute Anganyasa? Using the words Om Namo Narayanaya, which has 8 syllables. Om Nama Narayana. Yeah. One should place 1 syllable on each of the following limbs in order. Chant Om, touching the feet. Chant Na, touching the knees. Chant Ma, touching the thighs. Chant again Na, belly, touching belly. Ra, heart. Ya, mouth. And Na, Ya, head. So like that, one letter chant and chant this. One should then repeat the process with the limbs in reverse order and syllables in the reverse order. First, starting from the feet, go upward, and then in the reverse order, starting from the head, come downward order. This is called Anganyasa. This explains how to place the 8 syllables of the mantra Om Namo Narayanaya 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on 8 limbs starting with the feet. This is called Anganyasa. We have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So chant this mantra. This part of the mantra. Touch this. Then this is like that. In the reverse order, go back. This is called Anganyasa. Starting with Om, one should place 1 syllable preceded and followed by the word Om on each limb. One should then start from the head and place the syllables on each limb. The first series going upward is called Sushthinyasa. The second series coming downward is called Samharanyasa. So this is how Anganyasa means purifying the different body limbs. First of all, we need to purify by chanting O Apavitra Pavitra. We are internally and externally trying to pure, and externally we are purifying the entire body by touching different body limbs by chanting this special mantra. This is called Anganyasa. The next verse talks about Karanyasa. Karanyasam tata
Hare Krishna.
kuryat. Mataji. We'll take your question after this verse.
Okay, brother.
Karanyasam tata kuryat.
Karanyasam tatha kuryat.
Dvadashakshara vidyaya.
Dvadashakshara vidyaya.
Pranavadiyakarantam
Pranavadiyakarantam
Anguli Angushta Parvashu.
Anguli Angushta Parvasu. Then one should chant the mantra composed of 12 syllables. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Preceding each syllable by the Omkara. One should place the syllables of the mantra on the tips of his fingers, beginning with index finger of the right hand and concluding with the index finger of the left. The 4 remaining syllables should be placed on the joints of the thumbs.
Yeah. One should then perform Karanyasa. Karanyasa is basically purifying your palms. The 2 palms consisting of 10 fingers. We need to purify that by using the 12 syllable mantra, beginning with Om and ending with Ya. This 12 syllable mantra is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Placing the syllables on the fingers and on the joints of the thumbs. So how to do it? So now I'll just start the video. You see this. These are the 2 arms. So keep it like this in front of us and start the first letter of the mantra. Om. Om Namo Bhagavate Va. So like this. When you keep it towards us, looking at the starting from here and going all the way here, and then this thumb has 2 joints. This is Su De Va Ya. These two joints. 4 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2. Total 12. In that way, we need to purify the 2 palms of our hands. Like that. Placing the syllables. Taking each syllable preceded and followed by Om. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. One should place the first 8 syllables on the fingers starting with the right forefinger and ending with the left forefinger. Right forefinger to right little finger, and then 5th one is left little finger going towards left forefinger, and then right thumb first joint, second joint, then left thumb first joint, second joint. So in that way. One should place the remaining 4 syllables on the first and last joints of the right and left thumbs. So in that way, Karanyasa is also done. Anganyasa and then Karanyasa. Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Actually, first thing you showed us, but like if we start from index finger, Prabhuji, Om Namo Bhagavate Va, and then Sudevaya, like that, the last 4 on this. And Prabhuji, this
Yes.
nyasas, na, whatever, like Utpatti Nyasa, Samhara Nyasa, Anga Nyasa, all these are the things, like these are the purificatory process for the Kavaca to chant or something. Is it like that?
Yes.
Okay. So
These are
these
preparatory items, preparing oneself, getting ready for the Dharan pouch.
Okay, so like each anga is getting purified by putting one syllable on one anga, like that.
Yeah. Even in the temple also, on the festival days when they are supposed to do yajna, they do Anganyasa and Karanyasa. Even every day when the devotees go for deity worship, they should do it. I don't know how far we do. Some basic things we do. We chant the Lord's 24 names, and in that way we try to purify our body.
Okay.
Starting with Achman. Touching different limbs of the body, we try to purify.
Yeah. Like how we put tilak on 12 parts to means to for protection.
That time also we chant the 12 names of the Lord.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Other devotees are following?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji. 24 names, Prabhuji, I'm not sure I know, but if it is out of the syllabus, it's okay.
No, it's okay. Nasedrudaya Omkaram.
Nyasedrudaya Omkaram.
Vikaram Anumurdani.
Vikaram Anumurdhani.
Sakaram tu Bhruvor Madhye.
Shakaram tu Bhruvor Madhye.
Nakaram Shikaya Naset.
Nakaram Shikhayanyase.
Vekaram Netrayoryunjan.
Vekaram Netrayoryujjan.
Nakaram Sarvasandishu.
Nakaram Sarvasandhishu.
Makaram Astramuddisha.
Makaram Astramuddisha.
Mantramurtir Bhavet Buddha.
Mantramurtir Buddha.
Savigraham Padantam Tat.
Savisargam Padantam Tat.
Sarvadikshu Vinirdishet.
Sarvadikshu Vinirdishet.
Om Vishnave Namaite.
Om Vishnave Namaiti. One must then chant the mantra of 6 syllables, Om Vishnave Namaha. One should place the syllable Om on his heart, the syllable V on the top of his head, the syllable Sa between his eyebrows, the syllable Na on his tuft of hair, that is Shikha, and the syllable Ve between his eyes. The chanter of the mantra should then place the syllable Na on all the joints of his body and meditate on the syllable Ma as being a weapon. He should thus become the perfect personification of the mantra. Thereafter, adding Visarga to the final syllable Ma, he should chant the mantra Ma Astraya Fad in all directions, beginning from the east, and in this way all directions will be bound by the protective armor of the mantra.
The intelligent person should place Om on the heart, the syllable V on top of the head, the syllable Sa between the two eyebrows, the syllable Na on the Shika, the syllable Ve on the two eyes, the syllable Na on all the joints of the body, and the syllable Ma, one should think it as a weapon. Becoming the very form of the mantra, one should chant then the mantra Ma Astraya Fat in all directions. The mantra is Om Vishnave Namaha. So this is the next mantra. After Anganyasa and Karanyasa, one should again, this is like beginning of what you can say, the beginning of the Narayana Kavaca. So how? The first thing is by chanting Om Vishnave Namaha in different letters. So by chanting one letter, place that letter on the particular part of the body, starting from the heart. One should then perform Nyasa using another mantra Om Vishnave Namaha for the heart and other limbs. Om is for the heart, V is for the head, Na is for brows, Ve is for Shika, and Na is for the eyes, Ma is the weapon. So actually the V, Sa and Na both are there. Sakaram and Nakaram, this is something wrong. Sa is there and finally Ma is as a weapon. So Ma is like a weapon means a protective covering all over. So in that way. Ma Saraya Fat. So in that way. Meditating on the syllable Ma as a weapon, one should place Ma Asraya Fat in all 8 directions as a Dig Bandhana, binding the 8 directions. It's like Dig Bandhana. So from no direction, the enemy should not attack me. So I will be protected from all 8 directions by chanting Ma Asraya Fat. It is like the protective globe around that person. So in this way, step by step, the overall Narayana Kavacha will be explained, will be revealed. So basically, we are preparing a Kavacha with the help of that mantra. And that mantra contains the names of the Lord. So Om Vaishnave Namaha. And sorry. So first mantra was Second was Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Third mantra is Om Vishnave Namah. So these are the three mantras as of now being first one was Om Namo Narayanaya, and then Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Vishnave Namaha. And let us see what are the other names of the Lord are being used to prepare this subtle Kavaca. Now going into more deeper. Atmanam Paramam Dhyayed.
Atmanam paramam dhyayet.
Yeyam Satshakti Viryutam.
Deyam satsakti veditam.
Vidya Tejas Tapo Murtim.
Vidya tejas tapo murtim.
Imam Mantram Udaharet.
Imam mantram udahare. After finishing this chanting, one should think himself qualitatively one with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is full in six opulences and is worthy to be meditated upon. Then one should chant the following protective prayer to Lord Narayana, the Narayana Kavacha.
Yeah. Meditating on oneself as the Supreme Lord, who is worthy of meditation and endowed with the six Shaktis, six opulences. One should chant this mantra made of knowledge, power, and austerity. So one should meditate on oneself as the Supreme Lord, desiring not to being conquered by anyone else. This is called Ahangurupasana. So not that one should think that now I have become by chanting these mantras I have become supreme. Not like that. Just like Supreme Lord is unconquerable, I am preparing a armor with Lord's holy names. And Lord's holy names are non-different from the Lord himself. If I am protected by Lord's holy names, the armor prepared by Lord's holy names, then I am also as good as the Supreme Lord. So from that point of view, one should think that, oh, now I am as good as the Supreme Lord because this Lord's the armor which is prepared by chanting the names of the Lord will protect me just like the Lord is self-protected from any enemy. So with this armor, this person becomes as powerful as the Lord. Like that. One should chant the Narayana Kavacha mantra, the very form of knowledge, power, and austerity. Now, from the next verse onwards, the actual Narayana Kavacha mantra will begin. So, in that. So now, this process is called Ahangurupasana, thinking oneself as powerful as Lord Narayana. So one should start chanting the Narayana Kavacha mantra. That will be started from 12th verse onwards. Om Harirvidadyan Mama Sarva Raksham.
Om Harer Vidadyan Mama Sarva Raksham.
Nyastangri Padma Patagendra Prishte.
Nyastangri Padma Patagendra Prishte.
Darari Charmasi Gadeshu Shapa.
Darari Charmasi Gadeshu Chapa.
Pashan Dadanoshtagunoshta Baho.
Pasan Dadanosta Gunosta Bahu. The Supreme Lord who sits on the back of the bird Garuda, touching him with his lotus feet, holds 8 weapons: the conch shell, disc, shield, sword, club, arrows, bow, and ropes. May that Supreme Personality of Godhead protect me at all times with his 8 arms. He is all powerful because he fully possesses the 8 mystic powers: Anima, Lagima, etc.
So Lord is endowed with 8 arms. The 8 arms have 8 weapons. So he is perfectly protected. Same way, by being empowered with this Narayana Kavacha, I will also perfectly protected. So like that. May the Lord, whose feet are placed on the back of Garuda, whose 8 hands with 8 qualities hold 8 weapons: Shanka, Chakra, okay, sword, shield, Gada, arrow, bow, and noose protect me on all sides. Basically, Shanka, Chakra, Gada, Padma, sword and shield, bow and arrow. And instead of Padma, here noose is there because Padma is not considered to be a weapon. So noose is used instead of Padma. So here, having attained oneness with the Lord in meditation, like rivers entering the ocean, but still remaining separate existence, one should chant this mantra praying for one's protection. The 8 qualities refers to 8 siddhis. So one should chant this mantra just like the Supreme Lord is well protected by having the 8 arms in 8 directions at the 8 protective walls. Same way, let me be protected. As a result of this Narayana Kavaca, I am as powerful as the Supreme Lord. That is called Ahangropasana. Like that.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji.
Prabhuji, the conch is also considered as a weapon.
No, when you go for war, the first thing is you have to blow the conch.
Okay. Yeah.
Without
Yeah.
that, the war will not begin.
Actually, yeah. During Mahabharata war, it is mentioned like when Krishna and Arjuna and everyone blew their shank, that means Hridayani Vyadarayat, like that. So it is used for causing fear.
Yes, yes. That is required. For war, that is required. Flower is not required, but conch is required.
Yeah, conchal. Okay.
जलेषु मां रक्षतु मत्स्य मूर्ते
जलेषु मां रक्षतु मत्स्यमूर्ति
यदो गणेभ्यो वरुणस्य पाशात्
यदो गणेभ्यो वरुणस्य पाशात्
स्थलेषु मायावतु वामनो व्यात्
स्थलेषु मायावतु वामनो व्यात्
त्रिविक्रमाके वतु विश्वरूपः
त्रिविक्रमाख्येवतु विश्वरूपा. May the Lord, who assumes the body of a great fish, protect me in the water from the fiery animals that are associates of the demigod Varuna. By expanding his illusory energy, the Lord assumed the form of the dwarf Vamana. May Vamana protect me on the land, since the gigantic form of the Lord Vishvarupa conquers the 3 worlds. May he protect me in the sky.
Yeah. May Lord Matsya protect me in the water from the water creatures, which are the noose of Varuna. May merciful Lord Vamana protect me on the land. May the universal form at Trivikrama, Lord Trivikrama, protect me in the sky. So he is requesting for the protection in the water, on the surface of the land, and in the sky. 3 places. By chanting 3 Lord's names. Lord Matsya, Lord Vamana, and Lord Trivikrama. Having prayed for general protection, one then utters mantra for protection by the Lord and informs at the preceding deities of particular place. Protect me from the aquatics, which are the noose of Varuna. He is praying to Matsya to protection from water animals, from Lord Vamana, protection from the people on the surface of the earth, and Lord Trivikrama, protection from the people in the skies. And then next. Durge Shatavyajimukhadishu Prabhu
Durge Shatavyajimukhadishu Prabhu
Payandu Simho Surayuta Pari
Payan Narsimho Suravyuta Pari
Vimunchato Yasya Mahatahasam
विमुञ्चतो यस्य महताः हासम्
दिशो विनेदुर्न्यपतंश्च गर्भा
दिशो विनिर्दूर्ण्यपतांश्च गर्भा. May Lord Narasimhadev, who appeared as the enemy of Hiranyakashipu, protect me in all directions. His loud laughing vibrated in all directions and caused the pregnant wives of the Asuras to have miscarriages. May that Lord be kind enough to protect me in difficult places like the forest and battlefront.
May Lord Narasimha, the enemy of Hiranyakashipu, who releasing a loud laugh made the directions resound and caused abortion the wives of demons, protect me in difficult places, in the forest and in the battlefield. We praying to Lord Narasimhadev for protection from all the difficult circumstances. And today, the Lord Narasimha's wing was opened in a grand, pompous way in Sridham Mayapur. So, Narasimhadev ki jai. रक् रक्तस्वसौमाध्वनि यज्ञकल्पः
रक्षत्वसौ माध्वनियज्ञकल्पा
स्वदंश्रयोनीतदरोवराः
स्वदंष्ट्रयोन्नीतधरो वराः
रामोऽत्रिकूटेषु अत विप्रवासे
रामोद्रिकूटेष्वथ विप्रवासे
स लक्ष्मणो व्याद् भरताग्रजोऽस्मान्
सलक्ष्मणो व्याद्भरताग्रजोऽस्मान्. The Supreme Indestructible Lord is ascertained through the performance of ritualistic sacrifices and is therefore known as Yajneshwara. In this incarnation as Lord Boar, he raised the planet Earth from the water at the bottom of the universe and kept it on his pointed tusk. May that Lord protect me from the rugs on the street. May Parshurama protect me on the tops of mountains. And may the elder brother of Bharata, Lord Ramachandra, along with his brother Lakshmana, protect me in foreign countries.
May the form of sacrifice, Lord Varaha, who lifted the Bhumandala with his tusks, protect me on the road. May Lord Parashurama protect me on the tops of mountains. May Lord Rama and Lord Lakshmana protect me in foreign countries. Yajnakalpa means the form of sacrifice or he who makes sacrifice possible or sacrifice successful. The Rama word used in the shloka is Lord Parashurama. Lakshmana is Lakshmana. Bharatagraja is Lord Rama, the elder brother of Bharat Maharaj. So in that way. So water, earth, skies, and then difficult situations like a forest and battlefield, and then on the roads, and then mountain on top of the mountains, and in foreign countries. In all these places, protection. Mam ukradharma dakilat pramadan
Mamukradharma dakhila pramadan
Narayana patu naraschasat
Narayana patu narasya hasat
Tattasvayoga datayoga nataha
Tvasta ayogat atayoganatha
Payad gunesha kapilaha karma bandhat
Vayat Gunesha Kapila Karma Bandha. May Lord Narayana protect me from unnecessarily following false religious systems and falling from my duties due to madness. May the Lord, in his appearance as Nara, protect me from unnecessary pride. May Lord Dattatreya, the master of all mystic power, protect me from falling while performing Bhakti Yoga. And may Lord Kapila, the master of all good qualities, protect me from material bondage of fruitive activities.
May Lord Narayana protect me from magic spells and from neglecting rules. May Lord Nara protect me from pride. May Lord Dattatreya, master of yoga, protect me from falling from yoga, practice of yoga. May Lord Kapila, master of all good qualities, protect me from the bondage of karma. So like that. In terms of day-to-day activities. He recites mantras to protect himself from obstacles caused by himself and caused by others in 4 verses. 16, 17, 18, 19. So Ugra Dharmat means from cursing and spells. Astas means from pride. Asat means pride. Ayogat means from falling from the process of yoga, practice of yoga. So here also different names of the Lord are there. Lord Naranarayana, Dattatreya, and Lord Kapila. Sanat Kumaro Vatu Kamadevat.
Sanat Kumaro Vatu Kamadeva.
Daya Shirshamam Patideva Helanat.
Daya Shirshamam Patideva Helanat.
Devar Shivarya Purusharchanatarat.
Devar Shivarya Purusharthanantarat.
Kurmo Harirmam Nirayada Sheshat.
Kurmo Harirmam Nirayada Sheshat. May Sanat Kumar protect me from lusty desires as I begin some auspicious activity. May Lord Hayagriva protect me from being an offender by neglecting to offer respectful obeisances to the Supreme Lord. May Devarshi Narada protect me from committing offenses in worshipping the deity. And may Lord Kurma, the tortoise, protect me from falling to the unlimited hellish planet.
Yeah, he is praying to May Sanat Kumara protect me from lust. May Lord Hayagriva protect me from neglecting 2 offenses to the Supreme Lord when going on a path. May Narada protect me from committing offenses while worshipping the deity in deity worship. And may Lord Kurma, the tortoise, protect me from falling to the unlimited hellish planets. Kamadevat means from the impulse of lust. Patideva Helanath means not offering respect to the Lord while going on the path. When we are going on the path, if we see a temple nearby, if we don't offer obeisance, that is a big offense. So if maybe in some urgency, some may neglect. So one should be protected from that. Like this. That. Purusharchanantarat means from false in worshipping the deity. Purusha Archana Antarat within the subject matter of worshipping Lord, the Lord's deity. This refers to the 32 offenses to the deity. In Nectar of Devotion, we can see these 32 offenses to the deity. Srila Rupa Goswami quotes them. So like that, the different aspects of the day, we may knowingly or unknowingly commit mistakes. So he is asking for protection from all things. Then further continues. Dhanvantarir Bhagavan Patu Apatyat.
Dhanvantarir Bhagavan Patvapatya.
Dvandvad Bhayadrushabho Nirjitatma.
Dvandvat Bhayadrishabho Nirjitatma.
Yajnascha Lokadavata Janantad.
Yajnascha Lokad Avata Janantad.
Balo Ganat Krodha Vasada Hindra.
Balo Ganat Krodha Vasada Hindra. May the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his incarnation as Dhanvantari relieve me from undesirable eatables and protect me from physical illness. May Lord Rishabhadev, who conquered his inner and outer senses, protect me from fear produced by duality of heat and cold. May Yajna protect me from defamation and harm from the populace. And may Lord Balram as Shesha protect me from envious serpents.
May Lord Dhanvantari protect me from food which causes illness. Dhanvantari is about health. May Lord Rishabhadeva, who conquered his inner and outer senses, protect me from here produced from dualities, good and bad. May Lord Yajna protect me from defamation. Yajna is known for famous. May Lord Balarama protect me from injury caused by others. May Lord Shesha protect me from envious serpents. Lokat means from rumors. Janantat means from injury caused by other people. Krodha Vasa Ghanat means from snakes, which are very angry. Ahindra is the master of all the snakes, that is Lord Shesha. So, things around us, we need protection from them. So, they are asked. Then, finally, Vaipayano Bhagavan Aprabodhat
Dvaipayano Bhagavan Aprabodhat
Buddhastu Pashandagana Pramadat
Buddhastu Pashandagana Pramadat
Kalki Kale Kalamalat Prapatu
Kalki Kale Kalamalat Prapatu
Dharmavanayorukృతావతారः
Dharmavanayorukrutavatara. May the personality of Godhead in his incarnation as Vyasadeva protect me from all kinds of ignorance resulting from the absence of Vedic knowledge. May Lord Buddhadeva protect me from activities opposed to Vedic principles and from laziness that causes one to madly forget the Vedic principles of knowledge and ritualistic action. May Kalki Deva, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who appeared as an incarnation to protect religious principles, protect me from the dirt of the age of Kali.
May Lord Vyasadeva protect me from ignorance. May Lord Buddha protect me from activities opposite to Vedic principles and from laziness that causes one to madly forget the Vedic principles. May Lord Kalki, who appears to protect religious principles, protect me from Kali, the influence of Kali Yuga, the form of contaminated time. Kali means contaminated time. Kala Malat means from Kali, the contaminated form of time. So in one sense, the protection of various body limbs and protection in different circumstances from different people, different surroundings, they are all being requested for by chanting various names of the Supreme Lord. So one name of the Lord has a special potency to protect from one side or one component of the body. So like that. Any questions till now? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji,
Yes,
such
Mataji.
kavachas, they are open kavachas like this, means anybody can recite like this because generally it is a very considered as a sacred and good nothing.
See, it is not that anyone can do. At least to know about this also requires lot of piety. To chant it properly also requires lot of piety. And to hold it also requires lot of piety. It is not that anyone and everyone can hold it. That also requires lot of piety. Even if an unqualified person wanted to chant this mantra and hold this weapon, it becomes unbearable for that person to hold it. So there should be some qualification to hold this kavacha.
Sorry,
Like that.
Prabhuji, but I don't understand, like, what do you mean by holding it? Like,
See, it's like yesterday we were seeing about this that Dhanush, which Mother Sita could lift it easily and Lord Rama could lift it easily, the Shiva Dhanush. And
Right.
Vishnu Dhanush, Parashuram could lift it easily, Lord Rama could lift it easily. Even the Dhanush which was used in Draupadi Swayamvar, there were many warriors who could not even lift it only. Then what to speak of stringing it and shooting arrow? So that is from, okay, apparently you may see externally physical ability. It is not just physical ability. It also requires subtle ability and also spiritual ability. The qualification means the spiritual ability also and mental ability also. All are required. It is not that. Just like we say, na, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Chanting Hare Krishna mantra anyone can do, but everyone cannot do. The roadside person, if we ask them to sit and chant 16 rounds, they cannot do. It is not possible. वो करने के लिए भी we need some qualification and some purification required. It is not that easy. Then what to speak of Narayana Kavach?
Okay. Means for the coverage to show its full effect, it will be done in that only in those persons who have received it from the guru and have done it in that proper way and have the ability to hold it like.
Yes, perfect.
Okay. And Prabhuji, one more small thing, like in the beginning when we discussed now that the piety of someone will decrease by accepting the priestlyhood. Actually, you explained, but I didn't understand it properly.
So obviously, na, Brahmana means he who knows about Bhagavan, Brahma Janati iti Brahmana, and he can become a guru and teach one and all how to attain the Supreme Lord. If he becomes a priest, if he starts performing some rituals and taking money, so he will lose his Brahmanical potency. If a person
Okay, so
becomes attracted by doing all these rituals, I get lot of money. He will get money, but he will not get absolute truth.
okay, so here priestlyhood is referred to the means the karma kandi activity which the priests do and they take remuneration for that. That those kind of
Yes,
activity.
yes.
Okay, okay. So here it is meant that by accepting the priestlyhood of for the devatas, he will have to perform many yagyas and things like that for them, and that will reduce his piety. In that way, it should be understood.
Not piety. See, you have two options. One option whether you can sit and meditate on the Lord. Other option you work and earn money. By working,
Okay.
you are earning money, but you are putting all your time in working. So you are left with
Okay.
no time to meditate upon the Lord. Something like that. You can contemporarily you can see like that.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
The one who
Okay.
is
So the
not after
focus
money
shift.
he can sit and meditate for 24/7. So something like
Right.
that.
Okay, so the time gets divided and focus also shifts, which will lead to decrease in the spiritual credits. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir. We will write the paper.
Yeah. Other devotees, anyone have any questions? Hare Krishna. Other devotees, anyone have any
No,
question?
Prabhuji.
No. Huh?
Prabhuji,
You are
I
able
just
to
want to.
follow?
Yes.
Actually, I was just thinking that these mantras you just spoke, and then you said that this is when somebody is chanting with whatever qualification, that person
Hmm.
gets the Narayan Kavach, and which is a
Hmm.
subtle Kavach. Does that mean what
Yes.
I want?
Yes. It is a subtle cover. With that Narayana Kavach, one is as powerful as Lord Narayana, and no weapon can harm him.
Okay. So here,
If
these verses are put. That means, uh, this the priest or the Vishwarup is chanting this for the devatas like that.
Ah, the Vishwarupa is telling, and Indra is repeating. By repeating those mantras, he will be endowed with that Narayana Kavach.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Fine, Prabhuji. Now I understood.
Any other devotees?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Ah, Mataji.
Prabhuji, for like this is only for one time, like for the devatas for their victory, na? But in the normal life for devotees, we don't have to do this, no?
We are doing, na? In one sense, every day we are doing. We are also
How,
doing
Prabhuji?
Achaman. We every day morning we are doing Achaman, na? When you go to worship your deities, you do Achaman.
Yes.
So Achaman is kind of purification, also kind of protection. When we are applying tilak on 12 parts of the body, we are chanting the 12 mantras. That is also a kind of mini version of Narayana Kavach.
Okay.
So that is also Narayana Kavach, mini version. So we are applying tilak as well as we are chanting that mantra. And that mantra is hold upon that particular body limb of the body. So that will protect spiritually
Okay.
if we have done properly with proper attitude. So in one sense, we are also doing Narayana Kavach every day in a small way. May not be full Narayana Kavach, but small Narayana Kavach. But those people who are aware of such kind of things more and more, they do. Like our Radha Prabhu does, Radha Anganyasa, Karanyasa, every time whenever you go for deity worship, because he is from that tradition only, he knew. And those devotees who are born and brought up in Sri Vaishnava community and Brahmanical community, they know all these things from the very childhood. They do them very systematically, very nicely.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
So it's like that.
Prabhuji, and this Fat Swaha, that kind of a mantra, they are typically some protection kind of a thing, because we also chant na while offering yoga that Om Fat Swaha or like that. So
Hmm.
that Fat Swaha kind of mantras are some specific significance they have.
Details I don't know, but you might be knowing. Some of you are from Brahmanical background, so all of you must have been hearing all these things from childhood. You might be knowing.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Hare Krishna, thank you. So we'll end the class here and we'll continue with the uh, exam. Recording has started. Stop recording. Fine. So all of you have the